Imagine a world where everyone loved themselves more than they loved anyone else. Picture a life that was founded on selfish love, love that was only given if it was easy, and benefited the giver. It doesn't take much imagination, does it? The world we live in is filled with this kind of counterfeit love. Imagine how different things would look if the world obeyed God's word and esteemed others better than themselves. If we loved people, even when it was hard and there was no expectation of return. As Christian wives and mothers living in a selfish, sin-filled world, we can demonstrate true, unconditional, and selfless love because the love of God has been poured out on us. Watch carefully now as we contrast selfish love and true love. To start, we'll take a look at loving our children. Ellie is hosting a graduation party for her oldest daughter, Lonnie, and is enjoying visiting with her friends Gretta, Ruby, and Brianna.
My time goes by so fast. I can't believe Lonnie is graduating already.
It's crazy.
Oh, hi Lonnie. How's it going? Are you having fun with your friends out there?
Yeah, Aubrey just told me that for her graduation party, her parents gave her a brand new car.
Well,
Yeah, and mine is so old, I think you need to get someone a new car.
oh, well, honey, I don't know that we can afford to buy you a car right now, but let me talk to Dad and we'll see what we can do.
Oh boy, Ellie, you can't just give your kids everything they want or they'll be spoiled brats.
I just want to be a loving mom to them.
Well, the more you give them, the more they'll expect. Like, I make sure my kids are fed and taken care of, but they know that they can't be running to me always asking for everything. Sometimes I just ignore them until I can't stand their nagging anymore.
Well, what do you do when something happens like what happened to me at Walmart yesterday? So I was heading to the checkout when my 5-year-old son wanted candy and I told him no. He started throwing a fit right there in public. It was so embarrassing. Like, literally, I couldn't just let him scream or sit in a pile on the floor. I decided that the simplest solution was just to tell him that if he stopped crying when I count to 3, I'd just buy it for him.
Look, y'all. Y'all are going about this in the wrong way. I have a piece of advice for y'all. I just don't take my kids shopping. I do take my daughter out because we get on so well and she never gives me any trouble in public. The other kids say it's not fair, but you know, I've got to do what works for me.
That sounds like favoritism to me.
It's not favoritism.
Well, problems with their kids. Does anybody have advice on what to do with my oldest son, Jack? He just turned 20. He's making so many bad choices. Like, he's not serious about going to church or anything. I just keep telling him he's got to get his priorities straight.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess counting to 3 doesn't work when he's 20.
I think maybe being more involved would be helpful, but when it comes to telling them they're wrong, I just feel so bad doing that.
Pause! Let's rewind and see what this scene would look like if they all demonstrated true love.
Wow, time goes by so fast. I can't believe Lonnie is graduating already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, hi, Lonnie. How's it going? Are you having fun with your friends?
Yeah, Aubrey just told me that for her graduation party, her parents gave her a brand new car.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I remember when I got my license, you guys gave me your old car. That was such a sweet surprise. But
Well, honey, I don't know that we can afford to buy you a car right now, but the one that you have now works quite well for you.
yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
All right, have fun.
Ellie, I think you and your husband do a really good job taking care of the needs of your kids, but not giving them everything they want.
Oh, thanks. I just want to be a loving mom to them, and sometimes not giving them everything they want is the best thing for them.
That's true. Sometimes I struggle with not paying enough attention to the needs of my kids, and my husband tells me that sometimes I end up ignoring them, and I need to pay more attention. I know he's right, because, you know, there's a difference between giving our kids everything they want and meeting their needs.
Definitely. Just yesterday, I had an incident at Walmart with my 5-year-old son when he wanted candy and I told him no. Oh man. So we've been working on his behavior a lot lately, and this was a good training opportunity, although not the best best timing or location. Well, we worked through it and it took a lot of patience, but in the end, I didn't end up giving him any candy.
Good for you, Brianna. That's awesome. I know it's hard sometimes to do that. Sometimes I'm tempted to never take my kids with me, but I know it can be a good training opportunity, like you can use that as a good opportunity. And I love all my kids equally, and I want to use those opportunities.
That's good, Greta. I have seen many families damaged by favoritism. Like, there's a difference between treating your kids differently because, you know, of different behavior or abilities and things versus treating them differently because you get along with one better than the other.
Yeah, well, since we're all talking about our kids, does anybody have advice on what to do with my oldest son, Jack? He just turned 20 and he's making a lot of bad choices. He's not serious about his relationship with God, or I'm just really concerned about him, you know? And I don't want to end up nagging him and drive him further away.
Sure, yeah, we do need to speak the truth in love, but it's important to seek God's wisdom in how to do that. God's also been teaching me lately that sometimes after I've spoken the truth to someone, I simply need to step back and pray for them.
Right. And being involved without trying to control them can be helpful. And I'm learning that it's okay and right to lovingly tell them what they're doing is wrong. Awesome conversation, y'all. Hey, should we go outside and see how things are going?
Yeah, sounds good.
Now we go to Brianna's garage, where Ruby is helping her with her garage sale. And we'll talk about loving your husbands. Alright, I think this one looks healthier.
They're both healthy, but beautiful. That's my favorite, so good choice. You got, wait, $3?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, we'll do 2. Garage sales, right? This is your garage sale. You should doing this. Well, anyways.
Yeah, this is just exactly what I would want to be doing today. Selling all of my junk and getting money for it. Besides, my husband has been like nagging me to get rid of all of the clutter in our house. Oh look, there's Gretta and Ellie. Hey girls! Maybe they want to buy some of my junk.
Maybe. Hey guys, well, how's it going?
Oh, good. We found some great deals, and I'm enjoying a break from my crazy family. My husband Scott is home today getting ready for his out-of-state tennis tournament, and I'm just really tired of hearing about his tournament coming up.
Christopher Columbus? That does sound tiring. Oh, I hear Scott is a pretty good tennis coach, so.
Yeah, he is. So when is this tournament happening? And are you planning to go with it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I mean, it's not exactly the most fun event ever.
Sure.
And it gets old when your husband is always talking about tennis and you don't really want to hear the details that mean nothing to you. He seems to care more about tennis than he does about me. He wants me to come watch his games sometimes, but that's not really spending quality time together. I just wish he'd spend more time with me.
Yeah, well, at least you don't have a husband who thinks he has a painting business. I mean, John painted the neighbor's garage this spring, and now the guy from the gym hired him to paint like several rooms in the house he's remodeling, and now he's all into this painting stuff, and he's constantly buying new paintbrushes and tools he's invested in for his business. Ugh, we just don't have money to waste on these meaningless ventures. Oh, speaking of, it's him. Hey babe, what's up? How late am I going to be here tonight? I don't know. I'm helping Brianna with her garage sale, and seriously, you want me to proofread your latest booklet tonight? I do not have time for that. You should have told me earlier. No, it's not going to work. I don't want to leave here early, and why don't you have your mom proofread it or something? She has more time than I do. Okay, sounds good. Bye. I almost had to give up on our girl time.
Pause! Let's rewind and see what this scene would look like if they all demonstrated true love. This is beautiful.
My favorite.
I think that's
You need a plan.
I need a plan.
I'll throw that one in there.
You are.
Oh, before you go, here's a gospel tract that tells about the love of Jesus.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by our sale. This is just exactly what I would want to be doing today. Selling all of my junk and getting money for it. Besides, my husband will be glad to have me get rid of some of the clutter in our house. Oh look, there's Gretta and Ellie. Hey girls! Maybe they want to buy some of my junk.
tennis tournament, so I shouldn't be gone too long. He's going to need my help getting ready.
Christopher Columbus, it sounds busy around your place.
For sure.
I hear Scott is a pretty good tennis coach, though.
So when is this tournament happening? Are you planning to go with him?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Absolutely. I mean, it's not exactly the most fun event ever, but I wouldn't miss being there to support him. Tennis is a big part of his world, and I know it means a lot to him when I go and watch his games. Even though it's not my favorite activity, I've decided to go there to be there and support him.
Good for you, Ellie. It can be hard, I know, just to listen and be supportive sometimes, but showing support like that to your husband will go a long ways in building a strong relationship. My husband just recently started his own painting business, and even though he's only had a few jobs, he's really enthusiastic about it. And I figure you never know where it'll go, and I might as well encourage him and build up his confidence and vision.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, it's him. Hey babe, what's up? How late am I gonna be here tonight? Well, I'm helping Brianna with her garage sale, so... Oh, you wanted me to proofread your latest booklet tonight? Well, I suppose I could fit that in. I'd have to leave here early, but that's okay, I'll make it work. Yeah, okay, you're welcome. Sure, bye. Well, girls, I'm gonna have to leave here a little bit early because my husband needs my help tonight, so I won't be able to help clean up, sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's totally
Oh,
fine.
that's all right. I can come back and help her clean up.
Oh, that'd be
Thanks,
awesome.
Greta.
Thanks.
Now we're going to go to a homeschool meeting where the four friends are visiting before they go to their next session, and we'll learn about loving your friends.
So I have this friend who has been making some really bad decisions, and I feel like I should say something to her. She knows better, you know, but I just don't want to create any waves. I hate confrontation, and it's just a whole lot easier to keep quiet.
Keep quiet. That is like the hardest thing for me to do, no matter what the subject is.
Hey girls, what have you been up to? Ellie, why such the gloomy face?
Oh, it's a lot of things, Ruby. I was just trying to talk to Brianna about a difficult situation, but what's been the hardest lately is grieving the unexpected changes to our family.
Are you still mourning over your miscarriage?
Miscarriage! Ruby! You act like it's nothing! I lost my baby!
Yeah, but it's been a while, and I think it's time for you to move on and start living life again. You're not very much fun anymore. I don't know how to help.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Greta, what have you been up to? Did you invite your friend Mary to come tonight?
Oh, I know Mary.
Really?
No, I decided not to invite her because, like, she is so different than us, and her focus on her career just drives me crazy. I don't know why she doesn't just quit her job and stay home with her kids instead of having her mother homeschool them. Oh, hi, Mary. We didn't know you were coming.
Well, yeah, Susie invited me.
Wait, that's Mary? I thought she was talking about Mary Anderson. I don't know that Mary.
Well, surprise.
Mary, we're going inside to the Bible lesson. Would you like to join us?
Well, I heard it was about honoring your husband, and I'm a single mom, so I'm not sure that really fits.
Oh, I guess you'll just have to sit out for this one or whatever you want.
Yeah.
Hey girls, ready to go?
Pause! Let's rewind and see what this scene would look like if everyone demonstrated true love.
So I have this friend who has been making some really bad decisions, and I feel like I should say something to her. She knows better, you know? But I just don't want to create any waves. I hate confrontation, and it's just a lot easier to keep quiet. But this time I know I need to speak the truth to her in love.
Oh, that's hard, Ellie. I'll be praying for you to have the wisdom and the courage to confront her.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, girls, what have you been up to? Ellie, are you doing okay? You look kind of sad.
Oh, it's a lot of things, Ruby. I was just talking to Brianna about a difficult situation, but what's been hardest lately is grieving the unexpected changes to our family.
Oh, I know. It must be hard to have a miscarriage. God will bring you through this, though, and make you stronger in the end. I'll be praying for you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks. Hey, y'all.
Hey, did you invite your friend Mary to come tonight?
Oh, I know Mary.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. I wasn't sure if she'd be comfortable with tonight's topic because it's about honoring your husband. She's a single mom, but I think there's other things she would enjoy here, so I'd really like to get to know her story better and understand her better and hopefully encourage her to stay at home with her kids more.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mary. great. I'm so glad you could come.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, wait, that Mary? I thought she was talking about Mary Anderson. I don't know that Mary.
Well, Mary, we're going inside to the Bible lesson. Would you like to join us?
Well, I heard it's about honoring your husbands, and I'm a single mom, so I don't know that would really be very applicable for me.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can find something else for you to do. I think I heard there was like a mom's art class or something like that going on down the hall. Let me talk to Jenny and I'll get you hooked up with her.
Thank you. All right, now we'll take a look at loving your enemies.
Well, naturally, I don't desire to bring my profoundly grumpy neighbor lady these cookies today.
I don't know what inspired you to do it. The only reason I came along was to get a little bit of entertainment. I almost guarantee you she won't even say thank you.
Well, it wasn't exactly my idea. So, you see, I was just piously sitting in church last Sunday when the pastor happened to be giving a message about, like, loving your enemies, of all things. And so he, like, asked people, like, to raise their hand if they would commit to bringing a gift to someone in their life who's hard to love.
And you volunteered?
No! So, you see, I was minimally distracted at that moment because my friend Sally just walked in the door, so I, like, waved a little welcome wave to her. And he saw my hand and enthusiastically thanked me for volunteering.
I'm just sorry for you. Oh, look, there she is. She looks surpassingly angry.
Hi, Mrs. Donna. We brought you some rich, flavorous cookies.
I don't want no flavorless cookies.
Not flavorless, flavorous. They have lots of flavor.
Well, flavor or no flavor, I don't have time for company. So would you get out of my space and mind your own business? Fine, we'll just eat them ourselves. We knew you wouldn't be grateful for them. Go right ahead, you disrespectful do-gooders. I don't need no charity from you. Pause.
Let's see what this scene would look like if they all, except for her, jumped to say
Well, naturally, I don't desire to bring my profoundly grumpy neighbor lady these cookies today, but perhaps this is just what she needs to cheer her up.
I don't know what made you think of doing this, but I think it's a great idea. She sure seems like a sad lady. I mean, I almost guarantee you she won't even say thank you for these, but it's a good opportunity for you to show her the love of Christ regardless of how she treats you.
Well, it wasn't exactly my idea, so it's kind of a funny story, but I was just piously sitting in church last Sunday when the pastor was talking about loving your enemies, and he asked people to, like, raise their hand if they would commit to bringing a gift to someone in their life who's hard to love.
And you volunteered.
No, so actually, I was minimally distracted at that moment because my friend Sally just, like, walked through the door and I waved a little welcome wave to her. Well, the pastor saw my hand in the air and enthusiastically thanked me for volunteering. So I got volunteered.
That's Oh, look, there she is. Oh, she looks surpassingly angry.
Hi, Mrs. Donna. We brought you some rich, flavorous cookies.
I don't want no flavorless cookies.
No, not flavorless, flavorous, meaning they have lots of flavor.
Well, flavor or no flavor, I don't have time for company. So would you get out of my space and mind your own business? Yes, Mrs. Donna, we'll just leave them right here for you. Hope you enjoy them. Well, if you say so, but don't go thinking I need charity.
Oh, you have a fantastic day, Mrs. Donna.
You know, I think that charity, meaning God's kind of unconditional love, is exactly what she needs. Don't give up on her.
You're right, I won't.
They are flavorous.
So we've looked at love for your children, love for your husbands, love for your enemies, and love for your friends. Now let's take a look at love for God, which affects every aspect of our lives. So we go to a coffee shop where the four friends are visiting over making a new charity.
Everyone got their coffee? Let's get this meeting started. I am so pumped about getting this new soup kitchen charity going.
been through, I ask God, why me? But he never answers. Why would God let bad things happen to us if he really loves us? I think a lot of these homeless people are in a similar situation, and I will be able to empathize with them.
Ellie, it sounds to me like you are angry with God. How are you going to help other people who are angry when you have the same problem yourself?
Gretta, how dare you say that? You have no idea what it's like to be in my shoes. And besides, if we're going to point fingers, didn't I hear you say the other day you wanted to make sure that our soup kitchen did not have the name of Christ in it because it might be offensive to some people and you didn't want to seem radical in the community?
Come on, girls. Can't we just have peace and love between ourselves? Like the Bible talks about.
Brianna, how can you go preaching the Bible to us when you don't even care enough to pick it up and read it yourself? My son said that your kids don't even know who David and Goliath are.
What? That's not true.
Yeah, and how are you expecting to show the love of God to people in the soup kitchen if you don't even care enough to open God's word and read it?
You should talk, Ruby. When was the last time that you were in church? Like 2 years ago at Christmas? You think my priorities are wrong? What about yours?
Seriously, you're bringing up church?
I'm leaving.
Pause. Let's rewind and see what this scene would look like if they all demonstrated true love.
All right, everyone got their coffee? Let's get this meeting started. I am just so pumped about getting this new soup kitchen charity going. At some point, we do need to talk about leadership and who will serve as president and all of that.
Well, I vote that you should be the president. You're the best fit for that position.
I agree.
Well, maybe, but we can talk about that later.
Well, I just think it's so cool that we get to show God's love to these people who are despairing on the streets. Exactly. This is just what these people need. Sometimes when I think of all the heartbreaking things I've been through, I remember how God has been faithful and helped me to forgive. I think a lot of these homeless people are dealing with hurts and unforgiveness. And because of what I've been through, I will be able to understand them better and share God's love with them.
That's really good, Ellie. You've allowed God to heal you, and you've learned to forgive, and that will be a testimony to these people. You know, that's what charity's all about, right? Sharing the love of Christ and the gospel with people. I think that the name of our charity should have the name of Christ in it because that's what it's all about. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I love that.
That's good. I am so glad we are all on the same page. This is so invigorating. Like I said before, we are going to get to share the word of God and the love of God with these people.
And Brianna, with how much you love the Word of God and read it and share it, I know that you will take every opportunity in this charity to share it with others. You've been such an example to me of reading the Bible regularly.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and hopefully when people start coming to our soup kitchen, we'll be able to encourage them to start attending a good church regularly.
Right. Church fellowship is so important. And I know you would agree, Ruby, because, I've seen how you make church a priority in your life, even when it's not convenient for you.
Yeah, church has been such a blessing in my life.
Yeah, for me too. Well, I've been reading 1 Corinthians 13 over and over lately, where it talks about charity, God's unconditional love. And that's just so important because service is empty unless it's done with charity.
Yeah, well, as we get this soup kitchen going, let's remember that its foundation and the fuel is the love of God.
Charity! So, what about you? Will you settle for the shallow, worldly love, or will you pursue the godly charity that God has called us to live?